Alright, y'all, what's happening? What it do? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy KitchenBae, Mr. Can't Measure the Pleasure. And if it's your first time here, go ahead and subscribe for your boy. Alright, today I got something delicious and special for y'all. We're gonna make a braised beef short rib with red wine. I promise you're gonna love it. Valentine's Day right around the corner. This is the perfect meal at the crib that you can make. But let's jump right into it. Y'all know how we do it on this channel. We set the vibes before we start cooking. And today we got us a red wine since we cooking with it. Cheers. Oh yeah, that's nice. All right, so first thing first, preheat that oven to 350. You dig? And then now we good to go. Let's do it. All right, we're gonna get our sleeves rolled up. Ain't gonna get that messy. All right, we're gonna jump into it. You got your beef short ribs. Make sure they're not too fatty. If they is, you could trim some of it off. You know what I mean? See how these look? These are some nice good ones. I got these from Sprouts, I believe. Yeah. All right, the first thing we're gonna do is hit them with some oil. And once you hit them with the oil on both sides, we're gonna hit it with some salt. You can be a little generous with that salt. And pepper. And I like to hit it with a little Cajun seasoning too on top. Gonna be all right. All right, flip them over. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. It's a real simple recipe, not too much to it, easy. Does take a little time though, I will tell you that. All right, then you come back with the salt on the other side as well. And a little more Tony's. And then you can just rub that around on the cutting board. Putting all them flavors on there, all the seasoning. You know, can't measure the pleasure, just gotta season till you stop believing. Put them in a bowl to the side. All right, besides the beef short ribs, everything else we're gonna need is some celery, carrots, garlic, onion, Wortchestire sauce, however you say that. You're gonna need some beef broth, some red wine. I prefer a dry red wine. This is one of my favorites that I use. I'll put the link in the description or, you know, in the caption. And some oil. Carrot. They rolling up out of here. Ooh, my eyes. Ooh, that'll clear well. Your boy getting strong. I guess I'll be in the gym. All right, we're gonna use about 3 or 4 garlic cloves. They don't really need to be chopped up. Just peel them and put them in the bowl with the rest of them. Anybody got an easier way to do this? Y'all give me a cow. All right, and your garlic cloves. All right, y'all, there's a few other things that you are gonna need, but like I said, I'm gonna put all the ingredients down in the description. You're gonna need you some tomato paste, thyme, rosemary, and some bay leaves, and also seasoning of your choice, Cajun seasoning, garlic powder, onion powder. Remember, you can't measure the pleasure, you just gotta season until you start believing. You dig? All right, now it's time for the fun part. Let's get to it. Medium high heat, we're gonna add some oil to it. And we're gonna let that heat up. Once that's hot enough, we're gonna come in with our short ribs and we're just gonna be browning them. I will put the meaty down first. The meaty part down first. All right, you're gonna flip them over on the other side. Once they got a nice brown color like that. Once they got a nice brown color like that, you're gonna flip them over on the other side. Oh yeah, that's smelling good already. You can turn them on their sides too as well to brown them up. It shouldn't take you longer than 5 to 10 minutes to brown the whole thing. See, once they develop this nice color, nice and brown like that, they're ready to come out. We can now take them out. All right, we're keeping all those juices inside. We're gonna come in with all those vegetables that we cut up. You wanna give that a stir. Like I said, you got your onions, carrots, and celery, and some garlic in there. Come in with our tomato paste. I don't know the exact measurement of this, but just, you know, season it till you feel it, baby, till you believe in it. We'll come in. All right, that should be enough. Right there. Cool, we're gonna get that mix in all together with that tomato paste. It's smelling good in here already, y'all, I promise you. Lord, I got my wine on side me. We doing good. I also like to come in with a couple crushed red pepper for some spice. At this part. All right, mix that all together, like so. All right, then on this part, we're gonna come in with 1 cup of red wine. Bring that to a simmer. All right, after we done let this simmer for like 5 minutes, we're ready to come back in with our short ribs. All right, now let's come back in with our short ribs. Placing them all up in there. Smelling so good in here. And after that, you're gonna come in with like a cup and a half of beef broth. I use low sodium beef broth. And you wanna make sure that it covers these short ribs, because you want them to be a little submerged. That should be enough. If not, you can add a little bit more. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more. That's gonna be 2 cups of beef broth. And we're gonna bring this to a boil. But while we do that, we might as well season it. We're gonna hit it with some Cajun seasoning, onion powder. I like to use some Italian seasoning. Like I said, you can't measure the pleasure, you just gotta season till you stop believing. And we're gonna come in with some garlic powder. Like I said, everything gonna be listed down in the description. We're gonna hit them with some Wortchestire sauce. I don't think nobody in the world could say that. You know, just put this in there till you feel it. That's all I really could tell you. Come in with your fresh herbs. Oh, and I almost forgot, I like to add some brown sugar to mine. Give that a good stir. Let that come to a boil. Now that that's boiling, we're gonna cover it and we're going into the oven. Cool, boom. We're gonna leave that in the oven at 350 for about 2.5 to 3 hours. At the 2-hour mark, you could check it, come poke it with a fork, see how tender it is, and then you'll know how long that it needs to go. All right, you got some time. You could pair this with some mashed potatoes or grits, and you could work on prepping that. Wow, you got 2.5 hours to kill. Anyway, cheers. I'm doing lunch. All right, y'all, we back. The beef short ribs will be done real soon. But what we want to do, we want to make a cornstarch slurry to thicken up our sauce. You'll see when we get to that point. So what you want to do is take like a half a cup of water, and we may not even use all of this, and get like a spoon. I don't know if this is a teaspoon or whatever spoon this is, but it's a spoon. Take a spoon of cornstarch and put it inside the water, and then give it a mix. Mix it up, mix it up, mix it up, mix it up until it dissolves. And this is what we're going to use to put inside our sauce for our beef short ribs. I say gradually add it as you go until it starts to thicken gradually add it as you go until it starts to like show on the back of the spoon. You feel me? All right, now you got your cornstarch slurry, and let's check on our beef short ribs. Boom. After 2.5 hours, we got our braised beef short rib. All right, cool. After 2.5 hours, we're gonna take our short ribs out, nice and cooked, tender, and we're gonna strain our sauce. All right, over a low heat, what we're gonna do is we're gonna strain our sauce into the skillet. And if you want to, you grab a spoon so you get all the juices from everything. And I think this, I don't really know what this thing called, but whatever this mesh thing called, I like to use this so I can squeeze all the flavor, all the flavors into it. All right. Once you get as much as you can get out, what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring that to like a little simmer. And then we'll add in our cornstarch slurry. Okay, that's good. All right, so you want to let that cook a little bit, and it's going to reduce down. Give it a little stir. It's going to reduce, and once it reduces a little bit, you could then come in with your cornstarch slurry. Actually, I'm gonna use a different spoon so y'all can see what I'm talking about to get it to thicken up. Now that this done cooked down a little bit, we're gonna come in with our cornstarch slurry. We're just gonna add a little bit. Like I say, you're just going to gradually do this step. I wish I had a precise measurement for you, but just if you gradually add it, and then you'll watch it thicken up as it go. When it starts to coat the back of the spoon, then you know it's thick. That's the word I was searching for earlier, guys. Yeah, see, it's already beginning to thicken up. Depends on how thick you want your sauce. So this part it's really all the way up to you. It really just depends on how thick you want your sauce. Me, I like it thick, but not too thick. Yeah, see, that's a good consistency, but I'm gonna come in with just a tad bit more. Just a little bit more. About right there. Like I said, just gradually add it until your desired consistency. Give that a stir, let that simmer for a little bit, and we're gonna be good to go. All right, we're gonna let that simmer just for maybe like 1 more minute. Then we're gonna remove it from the heat, and of course, when you remove anything from the heat, it's gonna thicken up. Then we're gonna start the plating. Now I'm happy with this consistency. I don't want my gravy too thick. Some people do, but I don't really like mine like that. I just want it just a little thick like that. That's fine with me. And we're gonna remove it from the heat. All right, y'all, that wasn't so bad, was it? Check that out. Lord. Just like that, you got your beef short ribs, braised in red wine. Let's get us a taste. All right. And you could top this with, you could make it with mashed potatoes or grits, maybe fire too if you're doing a brunch. Let's get us a taste. Oh yeah, nice juicy. Check this meat out. So tender. Tender and juicy. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's so good. Man, look, y'all give this a try. Leave a comment, a like, subscribe, send a video to a friend. Try this recipe out. I promise you, you will love it. I'm KitchenBae. Can't measure the pleasure. You just gotta season until you start believing. But y'all know how we get out. Like I said, I'm on my red wine. I'm feeling real bougie, real nice and classy tonight. So cheers. Oh yeah, that's fine. All right, man. I'm finna bang this. Bang.